So I explained how the online assignments work, and as I said, there is no hassle. So everything is all set on the system. So the due dates are already set. So the first homework will be due on September 26th, about a month, more than a month from now. And then from that time, every Sunday you have a due date. So it's every Sunday up to the last week. Maybe this is the last Sunday before the grading deadline. I cannot make it any later than this. So all the due dates are by 11:95 p.m. 59 p.m. on Sundays. So remember, it's not 11:59. That's the latest possible time on the system I can set on Sunday. So 12 will go to Monday, then it may confuse you, so I intentionally set it as 11:59. Surprisingly, there was a student who submitted 11:59 at night, so 1 minute before the due date, and was rejected. So maybe the system, the server time may be slightly different from yours, your computer's time. So do not wait until the last minute. Last year, there was a student who submitted in the last minute. Very brave student. I was surprised. But I'm telling you, it's not 59, 11:59. So be careful. And of course, it's an online system, automatic grading system. So the system does not grade after the due date. So you will like if you submit your answer after this time, after the deadline, still you can click the button and it says you got like say 5 points or so, but it is not recorded on your grade. So it tells you how much points you got, but that is not official. That is not officially recorded on your grade book. So be careful. You are handling online system. So your TA is the Blackboard online assignment system, not a person. So there is no hassle. You have to understand that. And also I know that I've been teaching this course like for 8 years, 9 years. So I have experienced a lot of cases. What's surprising is that it seems like the day before the due date or the day before the exam date, a lot of computers fail, and a lot of like say family members are sick. Like a lot of unfortunate things happen the day before the due date, on the due date. I understand that's very unfortunate, but it's hard to accommodate all of that. So as you can see, the first homework is due on September 26th, but the first chapter which is related to the first homework will be done in the first week. So you can try the homework right after the first week. So since the first chapter is finished, you have about 2 to 3 weeks to do the homework. So I intentionally set the due date as late as possible to give you the maximum time you try the homework and to be flexible. But I have to set the due date at some point. So this is the latest possible due date. It does not mean you have to do it on September 26th. Try it earlier. And say, I'm telling you, if your computer fails or your power is out on the due date, or if you have something happen to you on the due date, it's your fault. Even if it's unexpected, still it's your fault. So you have to do the homework as soon as the chapter is done, right? So that's what I expect. So I'm not going to accept any excuses, right? So I'm just giving you more time if you really happen to have an accident, at some before the due date. So I give you flexibility. So now it is your responsibility to get the job done within the due date, right? And I'm not going to accept any excuses unless the excuses last more than a week. Like say, if you have to stay in hospital for a week, okay, then okay, it's that's acceptable. Okay, that is okay. I understand. But as I said, power was out last night. Then you should have done the homework before the last night. So it is your responsibility. Be more responsible because I gave you flexibility. And when you get if you want to get a due date extension, if you think you have a reasonable reason excuse for extension, I will have you submit a proof document. So you have to show that you should be able to prove your accident. For example, so a lot of things happen, but some of them are not documentable. Like, for example, some say puppy died yesterday. That's very unfortunate, but it's hard to document. It's hard to prove that the puppy was your puppy, and other cases. Divorced yesterday. Okay, that's documentable. Okay, but say a lot of things happen. Like your mother may be sick. Some family members may be sick. That's very sad. But you should submit the document. Otherwise, imagine I will get a lot of excuses, requests for extensions. I cannot accept them all of them. So, and this is the minimum requirement so that the rule is kept. So that we have to respect the rule and the minimum requirement to keep the policy in place is a proof document. Please understand. Okay, and then the course outline. There are 12 chapters, so there are 12 assignments. So each assignment corresponds to each chapter. So we start from probability. So first two chapters are about some kind of probabilities, and the third and fourth chapters are another pair, and number 5 and 6 are another pair. So and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 are kind of a flow. So the critical problem in following this course is that if you miss one of the earlier chapters, then you cannot understand a later one. So for example, something happened in the second week, so you missed the second lecture, then so I think it's okay up to this point, but at some point here you cannot follow the lecture at all because I use the results from chapter 2 in a later chapter. So and it's online course, so you can follow the lectures one by one. So I'm telling you, start from number 1 and follow in this order. So later, if you go to chapter 12, I will literally, I'm using everything I mentioned from number 1 to number 11. So you should know, I expect you to know everything in all your chapters. So you will see how it works. That's very important. And another advantage of doing online is it's not a problem. You don't need to miss a lecture. It's flexible. So approximately I expect a week per chapter, and because we don't have exams, I think we have a week, maybe time permits at the end of the last chapter. Then maybe I may include another optional chapter in case the time permits. That's my plan. It worked well for the past 8 years, so it should be fine this year too. Grading, important thing. There is no exam, there is no midterm, no final, only 12 assignments, and as I said, 10 points each assignment. So the total maximum points is 120. And no extra credit opportunity, no curve. I'm also binding my hands. There is no extra credit opportunity. You have to do the assignment on time. That's the only way to get a better grade from this course. At the end of each semester, I receive a lot of emails from students saying that they have to graduate and they worked really hard, but they had some hard time during the semester, so they want a better grade. That's also, I understand, and that's very sad, but rule is rule. I am the instructor of this course, and my duty is to be fair and to follow the syllabus in grading. Otherwise, I am doing something illegal. I'm not doing my duty. So I'm telling you now, there is no extra credit opportunity, and I'm not going to curve the grades. So there is no room. As I said, I'm binding my hands. I cannot help you with your grades at the end of the semester. So if you want a good grade or if you need help, let me know. I can help you doing the assignments, but after the due date, nothing I can do. So please understand. And this is the table. So maximum is 120, and you have like this is the grading distribution. And by the way, I know most of you are taking this course because it is required for major. But what you need is D- or better. So what you need is a passing grade, not C or no B. So D- is still fine for the major requirement. If D- from this course may cause a problem, but this is not because of this course. That's because your overall GPA was already too low. So if you get a low grade from this course, it may drag your GPA even lower than the minimum requirement. But that's not from this course. That's your overall problem, not from this course. So that's why I'm making this interval wide. It's really hard to fail this course. I don't want to fail students because they are going to take my course next year again. I don't want to fail students because of that. So please understand, you need only D-. If this is just what you need, then do the minimum. Get 30 points, which will be really easy. Even if you randomize all the assignments, I think you can get 30 points. So it shouldn't be a big problem. But keep that in mind. I'm showing you the distribution from last year. Read it. So you may think it's too tough, but actually it's not that tough. I'm too generous. Total 82 students, and 30 out of 82 got A. Still, there is a student who got fail and D-. So be careful. I will stop here, and I'm going to continue in another video, in the next video.